There's a moment in Citizens of Nowhere's most recent episode where everything starts to make sense. Like all the most revelatory moments for this season, it's a cameo. Namely, the cameo from Saint Editor Andrew Sinclair. Sinclair is playing himself, but with a much stronger accent than his normal one. Why would he do this? The obvious answer would be for dramatic effect, to imply a larger-than-life representation of himself is the one Alex is confronted by. And the obvious answer is... it's absolutely right! But on a deeper level than a pleb-tier fans of the show understand. Because not only are the cameos on Citizens of Nowhere Sequence 2 more flamboyant than in Season 1, but so are the characters. While Sequence 1's characters were noticeably grounded in common stereotypes of St. Andrians, Sequence 2's are more outlandish and less grounded. Which brings me to my main theory. Sequence 2 of Citizens of Nowhere is either a dream had or perhaps a story written by Abigail. Think about it. Abigail, all the way through Sequence 2, always projects things as being more important and interesting than they are. That's why she falls for India's mystique, or sees Angela as anything other than annoying, or Will as anything more than a fuckboy, or even fails to see the pettiness of her own problems. So it makes sense that if she came up with characters who were St. Andrews students, they'd have all the weird preoccupations and tragic backstories and larger-than-life characters that not only Laura Muller and Andrew Sinclair, but also the characters in Sequence 2 have. Think on it further. Look at the characters, especially the female ones in Citizens of Nowhere. All of them represent different aspects of Abigail. Alex, her ambitious, hyperactive side. Grabigail. Lucy, her anxiousness and depression. Sadigail. Caitlin, her short temper. Stabigail. And Emma, her outlandishness and weird behaviour. Alex gets angry with her for not making eye contact, which is something I can imagine Emma doing for show. The only female character that does not fit into this paradigm is Elaine, but Elaine is played by the same voice actor who played Mia in the first sequence, and unlike Abigail's old voice actor, doesn't change her accent. This is a stroke of genius that I very nearly missed. Elaine represents what Abigail wishes Mia was, just as loving and cheerful, but more mature and patient and intelligent. It's notable that Elaine is queer, because I'm pretty sure there's some sexual tension from Abigail towards Mia in some of the scenes. Why does Abigail decide to bone Will when Mia tells her to? Because in her head, she's boning Mia! So what is the story that Abigail's trying to tell? Is she wargaming the spiritual struggle within her, with Elaine representing how those like Mia, for all the mutual affection between them, are incapable of understanding her? Well, yes and no. Because in the midst of all these mini Abigail, we get the insertion of the real Abigail. Well, not actually the real Abigail. She's much more badass and impressive than the Abigail we've seen previously, easily seeing off Alex and Siobhan and somehow able to command respect by dabbing. This is not Abigail. This is Abby God. So therefore, this Abby equals tale that is being told has an ending. A happy ending. The fractured, warring pieces of Abigail shown by the other characters represent her sad, confused state in Sequence 1, while the confident, no-nonsense journalist we see in Sequence 2 represents her more positive self-image. And that's me told.